Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
The podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about an I.W. Harper bottling of 34-year-old bourbon for charity. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Kathy Cool, Andrew Webrink, and Justine Mays.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hey, so yes, you almost have to put the disclaimer in there. If you see a 34-year-old I.W. Harper post, it is real. They did this. Again, very limited supply. We'll talk about that. It was done for charity, so they didn't have enough where they could even release it through the distillery. They didn't feel, but they put it for charity. But I don't know, we're so jaded these days, right? We feel like everything is just AI. Anything I see, I'm like, oh, that's AI. I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to, in my mind, determine if anything's even real these days. So, yeah, it's weird. But, yeah, so they did this. We'll talk about our thoughts on that. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Webrink said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
You know, I've recently taken up bird watching.
Okay.
Oh, you're old.
See?
That's an old
exactly. Thing. This is it. Like, right. You know, 10 years ago, I was, more than 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was DJing at a cowboy bar in 4th Street Live. And then the next thing you know, I've got a bird watching encyclopedia and binoculars in my Amazon shopping cart. And
do you have one of those bird houses that just a camera?
We do. It's called a bird feed. We have one of those. Yeah.
Okay. And then even you can get an app that'll identify for you what the bird is.
It does it through.
It
does it. Yeah.
I've seen that.
And there's 3 feeders out there, not including the camera one. There's hummingbird, and it's just like, one day you're, cool. having fun, going out with your buddies. You're cool, going out, and the next thing you know, you're knee deep into bird watching, and it happens before you know it.
Right. You can't stop it.
No, you can't. It just happens. And I'm sitting there and I'm reading this book and I'm arguing with Jen over what kind of bird this is.
Right.
And I'm like, and it just hit me. It paused. I'm like, wait a minute.
What am I doing?
I'm bird watching and I'm arguing over what kind of bird. What the hell? What happened?
Right.
I immediately left the room and went and poured me a bourbon.
Right.
It's like, I got to get out of here.
Went to your vintage collection of Playboys.
Yeah. And let's rewind for a little bit. But yeah, it's amazing. Like you get to those points that you don't even realize you're there until you just have this moment. It's kind of like,
right.
Crap, I'm old.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm acting like it.
Right.
I thought bird watching was something that,
yeah,
you really had to want to do that and enjoy it.
Yeah.
There you are.
I don't know. And here I am.
Here you are.
I can tell you, All the Kentucky birds.
Yeah, I'm not into it myself, but I get it secondhand from my mom because my mom's really into it. And I have to admit, there's some interesting things that are part of it. Because she'll tell you, what birds she's seen, the ones that are local, the ones that are just odd, random ones that happen to be coming through the yard. She keeps track of this and all this. And it's like, there's some interest there. I mean, yeah.
Well, not for this episode, but for our next step, I got a killer story about the red-bellied oxpecker that you just have to hear.
I've been called that my whole life, so there you go.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
so yes, we got to hear about the red-bellied oxpecker. So that's,
yeah, you have to. No,
why do birds have names like that? Why are there so many, tufted titmouse and boobies and
the blue-footed booby? Well, it's
because guys like Andrew Weebring get into fucking bird watching when they're adults, and that's who's fucking naming them this stuff.
Well, okay, let's put it this way: have you ever seen a picture of a blue-footed booby?
No.
Have you ever noticed that it had gigantic blue feet? I don't think it's that out of the realm of lodge. I mean, you ever seen a blue jay?
Sure.
What color is it?
Blue.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't have weird. The red-bellied oxpecker has a red belly.
Okay. Well,
it's the oxpecker part that I'm concerned about.
Accent.
Right.
Oxpecker. Yeah.
Does it have a weirdly large pecker or something? Why do we? And again, I'm talking about the beak. The beak, not the.
No.
Not the unit.
They're one of the birds that they love eating tit. I cannot believe
they love eating tit. What?
I can't believe I know this. No, they're like, other than the chicken, they're like the bird that you would employ if you had a tick problem at the house.
Oh, they're like ticks.
You would get a flock of red-bellied oxpeckers.
Okay.
To eliminate your tick problem.
Of course.
I'm all for more of those birds then, because the ticks are terrifying to me. This whole one where one bites you and then you can't eat meat. I'm living my life in fear. Yeah.
3 of my cousins have this.
Yeah, Jesus.
I've heard the red meat part goes away.
Well, after about 10 years, 8 to 10 years. It does go. Yeah, it does go away.
10 years.
I'll be dead in 10 years.
Yeah.
I very well could be too. And it scares the hell out of me, but it's a specific kind of tick. This was all in this bird book I bought.
Okay.
It's a specific kind of tick. It's the Lone Star
tick.
And it's got a little white dot on it. We've got them all over the farm, but I'm surprised I haven't gotten it yet.
All right. Well, I would love to have more boobies then. I'm all for more boobies if they're going to take care of the ticks.
I've got a picture. I have a picture of you, Steve, being all about boobies.
Becca was there one time when I happened to see a boobie. And wait till you see the look on my face. Yeah, wait till you see the look on my face. I was a guy who, I was bird watching at this point, and it was unbelievable.
You was bird watching, all right.
The blue-footed booby is a really cool bird.
Sure. That's what I was saying to Becca. I'm like, look at this. There you go. There's a guy who just saw a booby right there. Look at that. There's the face. There's the moments after it happened. I tell you, there's a whole boat of people. You know the one that saw it? Me. I alerted the boat.
Absolutely thrilled.
You talk about laser focus, because normally when you see these birds, they're not ones you'd want to see. But this time it was the booby, and I was really.
You're a booby watcher.
I am a booby watcher. I tell you what, I was booby joyous for sure.
We don't have boobies around here.
Steve was joyous, all right.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was like, these are stories that happen to other people, not to me.
Just cruise right on past on a boat.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, after this podcast, give me a call. We'll talk about the red-bellied oxpecker, and I'll fill you in on everything.
Okay. All right. Well,
all right.
I got to hear that story for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We'll start with Justine. Justine, what do you got there?
Oh, I don't know. I will go with Buzzard's Roost Char 1 Rye.
Hey.
Okay. Solid. In the right circumstances, it could be enough. I don't think it will be. Usually someone beats that, but we'll see. I've got Barron's brandy here from my good friends at the Dancing Goat. All right, let's see what we got here.
Nice.
That was nice. It's enough to take the lead. I've got the lead. Again, I don't think that's going to be enough to win this thing. We'll see what happens. Next up is Weebrink. Weebrink, what do you got there?
We've got some of Stranahan's Snowflake from, this was 2023.
Okay. Nothing there.
Yeah, really? I held that right up to my ear pod. Nothing. That's crazy.
Nothing. All right.
That was a good one, too.
Miss Becca Sue.
I'm just redoing bottles I've already had, so I'm just going to rye again.
Okay.
Nice.
No, not enough. The first cork pop would have taken the lead, but it did not this time. I've got the lead, but KK has yet to go. What do you got there?
I don't expect much. This is very little left of my limousine rye.
Okay. Also a dancing go. No, not enough. I don't know.
KK, can I see the label? Can I see the label on that one?
There you go.
There's a little glare on it. Can you see?
No. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
All right.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers. I do love a good batch of limousine oak.
Sure. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about I.W. Harper, the 34-year-old bourbon. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream. This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
That's a pro. That's a pro right there. Take McNew.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about I.W. Harper's 34-year-old bourbon.
Yes, we are. I see I forgot to put the link in the show notes, so normally I just toss it to Kathy and tell me to tell
I found it.
Oh, did you? Okay. What do we know about this situation, KK?
It was a blend of 4 barrels.
Okay.
It was, so it was distilled in 1989 or barreled in 1989. They don't know for sure if it was specific, like who made it maybe.
Okay.
I couldn't get that information out of the article.
Right.
But it yielded 11 or 18 bottles. Was it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 barrels, 18 bottles.
18 bottles.
Yeah.
And they're going on auction and they're expecting to get like 3,000 to 5,000 for 5 of them. I don't know what they're doing with the rest.
Right. Yeah. So they're, again,
I don't think you'll find them at the ABV Barrel Shop.
No, probably not to us, I wouldn't think, but to charity. So, I mean, if you're going to do something like that, do it up big and maximize the money you get from it and do something for good. So I'm certainly in favor of that. Yeah. I would guess it's not going to be very good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would taste very good.
No. What do you think? You're a barrel guy. What do you think that this stuff is going to be any good? Remember when that Thompson stuff came out? It was 42 years old. That was bad. It was bad. Well,
in theory, it should not taste good. No.
Right. Correct. But in theory, we're not tasting it ourselves, so we don't know. But in theory,
in theory, it should not taste good. It would be very surprising that if it did taste good, but it's just, you got to be really careful if you want to age something 20 years, let alone 34. It just doesn't work like that.
Right. Yeah.
Although I hear Buffalo Trace is on the path to, making the older bourbon happen with their giant refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah. Has anybody else besides me been in? Weebrink, you been in there?
In there?
Yeah. Becca's been in there. Yeah. Freddie took us in there, right, Becca? Right, Becca?
Yeah, I was in there with you.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean,
it is a fridge.
It is it's cold in there, and that's where they're aging. Again, the idea is they can do a 50-year-old bourbon and stuff like that to be more along the lines of Scotch. I mean, why do you want to do that? Well, I'll tell you what. When you get all the fucking money in the world, you just start doing shit that other people aren't doing. That's what happens, right? Exactly.
We should just turn on our walk-in freezer and just throw a barrel in there. I suppose.
Right? Yeah.
We did an experiment where we looked at different bourbons, 2, 4, 6 different scotches, all. Mm-hmm. It was controlled, but we ran GCMS on it, and kind of what we found was that if you are aging in char 4, just a standard char 4, no toast, you have roughly about 20% more extractive content than a 12-year-old Scotch aged in a 1-shoe barrel. So, it's the used barrel. I don't know why somebody hasn't maybe started off whiskey in a new barrel and kept it there for 2 years. And then just dumped it into a 1-shoes X bourbon and just kept it there it would be a finished bourbon technically, but, you would still get that really big, long age statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it wouldn't taste terrible because it would be in a used barrel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So again, those things take a lot of money to do and probably a lot of hubris to want to do them, but yeah, we'll see something from Buffalo Trace again years and years down the line. But yeah, it's interesting the fact that they're aging stuff in a refrigerator, so we'll see what happens with it.
Well, I think kind of what we noticed, we did that climate experiment a couple years ago where we put same whiskey, same barrels. We sent barrels of whiskey to Scotland, Texas, Kentucky. The climate really between Scotland and Kentucky, or even Minnesota and Kentucky, it really didn't have that significant of a difference.
Okay.
I mean, there were differences that you could tell, but it wasn't like, you get this kind of thing perpetrated throughout the industry where it's or not perpetrated. What am I trying to say? Projected throughout the industry. It's like, the reason, they can age so long in Scotch because they have a much milder climate.
Right.
It's not. I mean, it is true. It is milder, but it's not that much milder.
Yeah.
So even the refrigerator might surprise you after, 25, 30 years. It might still be an oak bomb. So
yeah. We'll see. We will see. So I don't think this is any sort of those experiments. I just think it was some barrels that were sitting around a long time, and you probably at some point don't know what you're going to do with them, and don't know, and then finally it's like, all right, we really got to address this because there's nothing really left here. What are we doing? And so they put them out and put them for charity, which again also helps you save face too, because if someone tastes and says it's bad, they can be like, well, we raised money for whatever the charity is,
Yeah.
So it allows you to, versus pumping it up and then people buy it and taste it and they're like, this is bad. Well, yeah, okay. But if they're doing it for charity, you can get away with a little bit more. I feel anyway.
I completely.
Speaking of old barrels that you forgot about, I thought the coolest execution was Orphan Barrel.
At first, yes, but to keep on with it every year, or even multiple releases in a year, and to tell those long stories that they had, some creative team write up how they lost these and how they found it. It got to be a bit much, I think.
Well, it got to be, yeah. I mean,
like anything in whiskey, though, right?
It was like
so good, people ruin it. Yeah.
It was like Duck Dynasty. After season 2, you're kind of like, all right, this is getting a bit much. But
there you go.
It was like, we found this old whiskey. We don't know what to do with it. It doesn't really fit in anyone. But like, I thought Orphan Barrel was a cool name. They had cool labels.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was a really good creative solution to what are we going to do with these old barrels that we can't use.
Yep. I agree. They just kept to it and kept telling the same, basically, again, the same story that, hey, we found these and we're doing this release. So it just doesn't work. Again, there's no really truly a such thing as a lost barrel in this industry, right? I mean, everything's computerized and got to be reported and taxes paid and all that kind of stuff. But there can be things that kind of get put aside, and we don't know. There 100% that stuff happens, or it gets buried, in the part of the warehouse where you don't want to dig it out. So in that manner, yes, there are things that kind of get lost, I guess. But yeah. So there you go. There's a little bit about IW Harper 34. If you see some of it out there coming out, I don't know. It's people bought it from charity. Yeah.
Bring it to the barrel shop and give Steve a taste.
Yeah, give me a taste. I still would like to taste it, sure. I'm saying that I officially don't think it'll be good, but you know what? I'm going to let the taste buds decide for sure. And if it is good, I'll say it's good. I'm not the type. I mean, we get people that'll say, hey, I don't like, craft and all that. And we'll be like, well, they do, as good as, if not better in many instances. And then if they're just hard set against it, they're hard coded against it, they'll sit there and tell you why it's bad. It's not good. I don't like that. It tastes, whatever. There's just people that are just that way. I'm not that way. I would tell you if it's good. If I like it, I'll tell you. So there you go. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. KK, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Weebrink.
You can find me on Instagram at Andrew in Kentucky. Excuse me.
I don't know what happened there. It was a hiccup and belch, and
cigar went down the wrong way there.
Cigar the wrong way. A lot going on there. Becca, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com is the company website where we put our content, and ABVBarrelShop.com is where we have the Barrel Shop online. And I encourage you to check it out and sign up for our email distribution at ABVBarrelShop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.